find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Play fake. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On play action, it's Murray. And Sharp calls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Murray off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the ready? Yes, 1. Ready?
First down, here's Mitchell. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On 2nd down at 4, Lance. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to McBride. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Cardinals hit 13-1 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Lance now to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. 27.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Strike 2.
Throwing now is Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 19 yards away. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Down.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lance. Unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A final shot before half for Murray. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of... And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established. Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 24, Cardinals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Murray now on 1st down. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Now Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15 he goes. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me. And now here is another interception. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A give here to Mitchell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Well, you don't see that often.